So stay tuned, stay juicy, stay focused, stay strong, because this is for about to get really juicy and loosey.
This is Hannibal here from thehannibaltv.com, and I am with former WWE, WCW, AAA superstar, and he's wrestled everywhere, anywhere you can imagine. He's been there. Juvintud Guerrera, thank you for to us today.
No, thank you for having me here. Like, it's been honored to be here in Canada, and well, I'm ready to do this interview with Hannibal TV. First of all, to be clear, my real name is Hannibal without the H, just like the no. I don't know if I want to call it normal or just without the H in a. That's an Italian name that actually it's come from a warrior, Italian warrior. So actually, it just fits perfectly with myself. So, anyways, yeah, very happy to do this.
So your dad must have named you that. He was a warrior himself. He was a wrestler. Could you tell us a little bit about some of your dad's accomplishments?
Oh well, my dad is a tough guy. He's a very unique kind of people. Me and him, we got a long story. Just not just because he's we are both Sagittarius, you know, and we were born. He was born in December. I was born in November 23rd, and we have a lot of things in common. But there's something. There's always something being there that it's been really a special bond in a very so much different ways. It's very hard to explain, but it's bottom line. I love my dad, obviously, and yeah, it's just very some of those strange situations in a way, you know, with family stuff.
Was there any favorite match of his growing up as a kid that stands out to you?
Right at the back, yeah. We have a few with Rey Mysterio. It wasn't his dad; it was his uncle. But that was really such an amazing run to be able to do like championship matches with them, and yeah, that was awesome. That was really amazing. And then on the other side, we were like doing matches too with El Hijo del Paraguayo, rest in peace, and his dad too. And you know, we were in like that type of era that I don't know, everything was just meant to be, I guess, in a way.
Was it your dad that trained you for wrestling?
Yeah, no, completely, but in a way, yeah, he teach me the more important things in wrestling, basically. No like the A, B, and C. You know what I mean? When you're like start in the business, I was learning from other teachers, but then he always like he kind of like he always took the best of me, you know.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. What's the difference in training for Lucha Libre than American style wrestling when you're learning? Is it more difficult or more complicated because there's so many spots involved in Lucha matches?
I don't know. I mean, for me, it was it's such a different styles. The American style with the Mexican style. You know, first of all, because here everybody they gotta do a tag and respect the tag and believe and make the story from there and it's just different. In Mexico we don't, there's basically no rules. It is rules, but there's no rules, you know. So but once you're like in a top level, when you're like a really good wrestler, you can wrestle with anyone anywhere in the world, and you can have like the best matches, because that's the beauty of wrestling, because you can have like this chemistry with this like I don't know, like British guy, you know, and you don't know the guy, like never met each other, but you know that instantly, you have chemistry and you can do something really special.
You had early matches with Rey Mysterio, as you mentioned. Did you have chemistry with him right away?
Oh yeah, that was one of those guys that I have like chemistry, like incredible chemistry, like right at the back. We were like doing crazy shit, like crazy stuff. It was amazing because I was like, for me, I always want to be a babyface, but my dad didn't let me. My dad was a heavyweight, not a heavyweight, a heel. It was a heel all his life. It was just doing, it was a heel, and and for me, I started like when I was like 70 kilos, which is me, I don't know in pounds, but it. Uh, Anyways, I was very light, so I was very more difficult for me. Try to do a match and to set up a story to do something for the fans. It was like I have to put double effort because I was skinny and I have to be the heel. So I was like, oh my god, it was like a test for me to be like become a better wrestler. Like that make me a better wrestler. How to be a heel. If you don't know how to be a heel, you don't know nothing. A lot of people they only are baby faces. And they don't know how to be a heel. They don't have it. They don't have that. You need to have something that you need to put in the ring so people understand that you are like a real heel. And I don't know. That's kind of like my character that I kind of like evolved into the Juventud Guerrera that is not. It's now. Now a lot of people ask me, "Are you?" Even now, you babyface or you heel, I'm like, I'm just a wrestler, I'm no babyface, I'm no heel, I'm a pure wrestler, when I started the business, I became a wrestler from the bottom line, from amateur wrestling, Olympic wrestling. My one of my mentors and teachers was Cacique Mara, which was a silver medal in one of Olympic games. He was a Venezuelan guy, and he teach me so well, the basic and just Olympic wrestling, and I just got engaged with that. I was like, if you're a fight, because there's a very like, there's two type of wrestlers. The type of wrestler that is a fighter, that can be a fighter, and the type of wrestler that is not a fighter, and and I think I'm one of those guys that I can be a fighter. But another guys, because I know they like I say, the Olympic wrestling. I know how to fight a guy. I know how to take down a guy. I know how to hold down a guy bigger than me. And that was my first test. That's for the record. When I did my exam, that was like old school, back in 92, 91. When 92, before 92, yeah. When I have the chance to become a wrestler, you need to have a exam, a test with old school guys, and they test me with this big guy, huge guy in Olympic wrestling, and I put him down like it wasn't difficult for me, and they were like very surprised, and I was like able to do it, and I was like, because I develop, I have the acknowledgement, and they teach me good. So it was really a pleasant thing that time that now I can tell it, and I can say it with pride, that I did it. It's like and it's a very important message for the guys now. They want to make it. It's like they only see like a high flying like videos, like even video games, or you can imagine whatever you can imagine and flip around and stuff. I mean, that's cool. The pioneer of the high flying saying this is crazy, right? That's cool. I did it. I done it, and I can still improve and done stuff, and moves and stuff like that. But the basic, the new guy have to learn the basic, how to be a wrestler, like this new kind of hybrid style of wrestling, where you can see it with different kind of wrestlers now. Like there's the name is gonna come to me soon, but anyway, there's some guys that they're like UFC guys, like they know like really shoot and they throw kicks and they throw
Cain Velasquez.
Well, Cain Velasquez is perfect example, but there's one guy in NXT. They did a Survivor Series with the guy, you know, the Olympic guy in WWE.
I haven't seen it for so long.
You haven't seen? Oh my God, that was awesome. They were just wrestling. They were just wrestling. That was awesome. They were just scrambling and stuff, and I was enjoying that. That's wrestling, you know. And if you put that together with like action and high flying and a storyline and a few, it's amazing, you know. Like right now, wrestling is become so big, so popular, so amazing, and I'm blessed that I'm still able to do it, you know. I'm like really happy to be here and talk about this.
What was it like? You started wrestling pretty young and you were famous already at a very young age in Mexico.
Yeah, that was what happened. I was like right at the back. I started become famous. Like after 2 years, I got my first trip to Japan, and then
who was that for in Japan?
For WAR, and that's where I met for the first time Chris Jericho, and on the tour was Ultimo Dragon, Chris Jericho. Jado and Jedo, well, they're from Japan. They're from Japan, but anyways, that was such a good experience. Ultimo Dragon was there. He was the guy to bring us in the first place for that company.
How did you like it over there in Japan?
I like it. It's not my favorite, to be honest. That's why I guess I don't go there that much. I like more like the British scene. I was going there for a long time, for quite a few years. In the last year, I've been doing more like indie shows in the U.S.
You went to ECW. You're very well known for your time there. Who was it that brought you into ECW?
That was I guess God.
Yeah.
God took me there and a lot of people were involved, but I think, you know, that was destiny, you know, took me there, and yeah.
What was Paul Heyman like in those days?
It was a very cool guy. I just got nothing bad to say about the guy. He was always like respectful and very impressed for the work we were doing, and that was kind of unique.
When you went to WCW, was that through Conan, or did Eric Bischoff approach you directly?
That was Conan, the first guy, because the Conan was the guy who was speaking English in the first place. Nobody in that moment, that time, it was able to speak English. Actually, like, I was maybe the first Mexican guy started speaking English, the first one. And yeah, and you know, yeah, because, you know, to break through that era, it was difficult, you know. It was not easy, but I always kind of like have the confidence in me to express myself, to go out there and be. If maybe in the beginning it was not easy for me, or I was making mistake with the English and stuff, but down the road I learned, right? So it's not gonna be forever, you know. So I was like able to do it.
Your first match was against Billy Kidman. Any memories on working with him?
All good memories. Always good memories, because we were just like two kids having fun, you know, in the ring. That was awesome. We had so much chemistry. He was a really good, great chemistry with him. Awesome chemistry.
At Ultimo Dragon, you already brought it up. You're very well remembered. You won the Cruiserweight title from him on the first episode of Thunder. Any memories of winning that title in your feud?
Can you imagine? Like, that's for the story, right? That's for historical. Like, being the first Thunder and beat Ultimo Dragon. That's one of a kind. So I'm just grateful. All the time grateful. Every day I wake up, I'm grateful. And all the time when I step in the ring, I'm grateful. When I step out of the ring, I'm grateful. When I finish this tour, I'm grateful. When I open my eye, close my eye, I'm grateful. So I'm grateful all the time. I think that's the way it has to be.
Did they have you doing a lot of house shows in WCW?
Oh yeah, yeah. Obviously, I was working like 24/7, non-stop,
Wow.
non-stop action.
And I was told that you have a story about the Nitro Girls. I don't know if you could say it on camera, but what have your
They were
friends-
cool. They were cool. Like honestly, they were awesome. We have so much fun, like so much fun together. Like I don't gonna go into detail. We all would respect each other, right? They have a family now, but oh my god, we have really good time. Like they were really a cute, sexy girl. They were awesome. Like yeah.
How was the party scene in WCW? Because we've heard everyone was partying.
Well, the party, in fact, there was not a party if we're not involved. You know, Corn and Ray, myself, we were like the party of WCW. We were the bar, you know. And yeah, that was fun, man. Like I'm the kind of guy that I don't like. I'm so honest about life, you know. I'm so honest about living and how the way it has to be. Like a lot of people is so fake and so like, oh, I don't want people see me and do this and do that, you know. I like to have fun, you know. I like to live the life to the limit, and that doesn't mean that you're gonna be crazy every day of your life. You just gotta live it to the limit, you know, every way possible. You know, be grateful, be thankful. And if you can have a drink, fucking go for it. I mean, but be careful. You know, don't go out there and drive crazy and do that. I make a lot of mistakes in my life, and I learn from it. I'm like really grateful because I learn from those troubles, you know, because that's the moment that it's been learning. And I mean, I can speak to this camera and tell everyone, you know, that it's a learning process. Everything happened bad in your life. It's a learning process. It's not bad. It's bad if you believe so, if you think so. But it's good if you change it. If you change it the way it has to be, in the way you core say so. You know, you matrix, your soul, your sins make so. You know, it's like you can transmute everything in your life. You know, bad can transmute in good. So I'm really grateful for the bad that happened in my life. You know, because everything is just happening for a reason.
And I did hear you say in another interview that one bad thing that happened in Australia, nothing like that ever happened again with you. That was a one-time thing, right?
Oh, well, that was one of those nights, you know, that everybody going through that, have a big trouble on his life. But you learn from it. You know, since that moment, I knew that what was the way to go for, you know, maybe another time, another moment, in another country, another moment, I could have died, right? But I was able to stay alive and to talk about this and to say, you know what, that's not the ending of the world, you know. I'm still alive. I can talk about it. I can laugh about it. I'm not proud about it, but I'm happy at the moment. I'm very happy right now that I can speak about this with all the trust that I know, you know. It's like you say, like you told me, you know, what do you think when people search it online and they find out about that, they find out about other good things about it, you know. It's the point of view that you want to see it. I mean, I'm not like, oh, people are going to be thinking, no, I want to be an example for people, you know. I want to be a good example. Like nothing can bring you down. Nothing in the world can bring you down until you're dead or you die. That's the moment that you can do nothing about it. But the moment you're here, you have to fight.
Yeah.
You have to fight. You have to be an example. You have to be somebody. You're not here just to be nobody. Everybody's special. Everybody has a meaning in life. But nobody understands that. Nobody can comprehend that, you know, because we're living in a world that everybody tell you what to do, tell you what to say, tell you how to dress, tell you how to look. Everybody's judging you if you don't have a new car, if you don't have a money in the bank, you know.
Yeah.
It's just so stupid. That is like ridiculous stupid. And we live in a stupid world.
And you brought up Chris Jericho. Everyone remembers your matches in WCW. Any memories of working with him?
Awesome. All the time awesome. That guy, it's awesome. Is one of a kind, you know. He's one of those guys that, you know, he brought my name and in this promo a couple of weeks ago, and it shocked me, and it surprised me, and it's like one of those things that is like everything goes around, it comes around, you know. Everything is just kind of like a process, you know, and you gotta be just ready for it, you know, and be grateful, you know, and fight for, you know, for what you want and stuff, you know. So I think there's coming a lot of surprises for Juventud Guerrera. Like, this tour means a lot to me in so many ways, you know. I got 45 years, and honestly, I look like the best way I feel like the best way I ever feel like before. I don't feel like a lot of people when they have my age, or when they even, like, a lot of friends, they say like when they were like 35 or 34 or 32, or even there people that are 28, like, I feel old, or they feel like I'm getting older. Like, I don't even say that word. That's not in my dictionary, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, my name is Juventud Guerrera.
And it was while feuding with Jericho where you had to unmask in the mask versus hair mask. Did that take a lot of convincing for them to do? To finally take off your mask?
I was on a contract, so I couldn't, like, I could, but I didn't. And because I think, because I think I was very, very young. I was just happy to be in the park and play with the boys, you know. I didn't want to bitch around. I just want to have fun. So I was like, okay, and maybe they took advantage, maybe, I don't know. Anyways, it is what it is, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was it like wrestling without a mask after wrestling your whole life, wearing that mask and being so known as?
That was awesome. That was awesome because I realized, or I discovered a new personality without the mask. I think my stronger personality is without the mask. I love the mask, and I think that's my other me, right? And that's what I love about lucha. You know, I have like I'm able to have like this character as the juice, and now I'm becoming like the maker. I'm you know, everything is evolving. You know, so you gotta transmute yourself in something. You know, and that's why I call myself the maker.
And last thing for Chris Jericho, obviously you mentioned he brought you up in a promo. Would you ever consider doing something with AEW if they wanted to bring you in to do something there? You said you're still in top shape.
Yeah, exactly. I think we're gonna be working on that. I think there's the path it's open. I think there's a lot of so many things that we can do. So many storylines that we can go for, you know. So it would be amazing. Even Jimmy Jacob, when he was like when he would listen to the crowd, the response, they were like chanting the Hubie's name. It was like, oh, I didn't expect that was going to be like that reaction, you know. So I think everything is happening for a reason. I'm just, like I say, just grateful, and I'm just gonna stay on top of it, you know.
We've always heard the stories that there was a lot of tension backstage in WCW. Did you feel any of that from the very?
No, not really in WCW. Honestly, WCW was like, oh, that was amazing. That was like no hold bars, you know. Nobody was holding me. Nobody, like, they just let me do whatever I was able to do. You know, they were just in shock for the capacity and the confidence that I show in the ring, in pay-per-views, and Monday night after Nitro after Nitro, TV after TV. You know, I was constantly being the best of the show. You know, I was the best. I was the most. I think I could be maybe the most underrated wrestler of the has ever been. Could be, you know.
In WCW for sure, because you were definitely a big part of WCW. You were known for the Filthy Animals groups there, where you won the World Tag Team titles. Any memories of being part of the Filthy Animals?
That was awesome too, because I was able to compete with these big, huge guys. Yeah, we were like, me and Ray were the only like smaller guys, and wow, you know, to be able to compete with those guys, and those guys, they were like, even not just working with us, they were learning from us. You know, they were like, wow, these two guys are amazing. I want to work with them. You know, and like, and when they were working with us, they were happy. We were having good matches. They were like so into it, and we break the mold. You know, we break something really special, because before was just heavyweights. Nobody wanted to work with small guys. No one. Or if they work, they were just fucking bashing them. You know, but with us, everything changed forever. Everything changed forever for us, and that's why it's like I need another chance, you know, to go back and prove myself. That's not fair, you know. I've been like so underrated, you know, so underrated, and it's not because I say so. It is a fact, you know. It is a fact, and I'm gonna be fighting until the day I die to do another running, to do another like a big step, and to close the circle.
Whose idea was the juice gimmick?
I think God too. Everything is, you know, I'm grateful. I think you know, I think him.
Really? And did you ever get any feedback from The Rock about it?
Oh no, he liked it. He was.
Liked it,
I got a story that I've been saying in different videos, but I got a story that he was in a. I was going to Miami to have a connection, and he was in the plane. So he was waiting for me outside the plane for like, honestly, like 20 minutes, and I make a lot of time because I saw him when I wake up, and I saw him. He was like in front of me, and I was like, oh fuck, I don't want to see him, because I was doing his promo. So I took a long time, and when I went out, finally, he stopped me. He was waiting for me, and now we have a chat, and he liked the gimmick actually. So that was amazing. He teach me a lesson that he was very, very professional on the way to say it. It's like, we're in an entertainment business, so if it is good, just keep doing it. You know, go for it. He liked it, so that was amazing.
How did you like Eric Bischoff overall?
Well, I mean, like, it's not something that I like it. You know, it's like you work with people, and I think when I work with people, with this kind of people, for me, I want to learn from them. You know, I want to just to get the best of them. You know. And I think Eric Bischoff is one of those guys, you know. He's a very smart guy. He did a lot in WCW. He was a very good character. He plays the piano like no one. I mean the cameras and everything. He's a very talented guy.
And I know Vince Russo loves you. I think he has a crush on you from a video I saw. But what were your thoughts on him?
Vince Russo, he's a crazy motherfucker. He's a crazy guy, but I like him too. I like him too, and I'm grateful for what he did to me. You know, he believes a lot in the Jews. He was always pushing me and doing something with me. He knew that I was a very entertainment part of the show. So he always pushed me to this, I can see he was always one of the guys to actually help me in WCW.
Do you think they made a mistake releasing you?
Yeah, I think so. I think they did a make, because they were putting like other guys, other people, to they make a lot of mistakes. They give them the chance to stay in the company, to comprehend them, you know, to be like behind them, you know, and anyways, you know, it is what it is.
Were you surprised WWE eventually bought them out, I guess not too many years after your release?
Well, that was a big surprise. Like, that was a big surprise, because from there, like, WWE just scaled, like, to the limits, you know, so, but now I think it's the perfect time for a new breed of wrestling.
You wrestled for Pro Wrestling Noah in Japan after your WCW release. How was it working for them? They were a big company at the time.
And you say Noah?
Yeah.
Oh, it was awesome. It was awesome. I have a lot of fun. I learned a lot. I was able to work with Marufuji Kenta. I was able to to learn from Misawa, Kawada, and Osawa, all those. Wow, some of the best wrestlers in the world. Like, wow, that was intense. That was awesome. That was really good.
How was your experience with TNA?
That was good too. That was actually pretty cool too. I was able to perform in a very high level with a lot of guys like Teddy Hart and Jerry Lynn and Christopher Daniels. So many guys that I was able to perform like really good top matches.
We use Teddy Hart in our company here in Canada. What are your thoughts on him?
Oh, he's my, I can say no, my one of my best friends in the business. Definitely, he's such a sweetheart. A lot of people think he's crazy, but who's not crazy? You know, who is like everybody is just judging people. Like, oh, this guy is super crazy. This guy does this, does that, and like we don't know what you do behind the door. You know, we don't know what you do behind your computer. You know, it's like, hello, you know, everybody's crazy in this world. Like everybody, you know, and everybody's good too. You know, it's like we able to be able to. We're in the world that we're good and bad, you know?
Yeah. Who was booking TNA when you were in it?
TNA.
Was it still owned by the Jarretts at that point?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that was the Jarretts.
How do you like Jeff Jarrett?
I like him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You surprised they put him in the Hall of Fame with all the heat he used to have with WWE?
Well, they should put me in the Hall of Fame too. Motherfucker. The hell they waiting for?
That brings us to WWE. Who were the ones that reached out to you from WWE about coming in there?
My era with WWE, it wasn't the way that I was expecting. For so many reasons, so many. I don't know. I think I want to be very politics, you know, with them because you know they're it wasn't the moment, it wasn't the time, it was just so many difficult situations that happened at the moment, and you know, for me it's like I don't want to bring like that bad energy to me. It's like I'm good now, you know, that's all matters. I live the moment right now.
When they signed you, did they have the Mexicools gimmick in mind already, or were they signing you just to sign you and that was something they came up with after?
No. I was actually the guy to create the name of the Mexicools.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So you helped develop the idea?
Yeah, that was me, Vince, Johnny Ace, and I think it was somebody else like right down the ring, and it's like we need a name. We're gonna put you together, like the three of you guys. We're gonna make a team with the three of you. I think that's the best way that we can push you guys. And we were like, okay, and like any ideas, Kubi, for the name? And I was like, okay. It just came out of nowhere. I was just thinking, what is cool? Okay, cool is cool, right? Yeah. So okay, what about if we put Mexico in English and we put Mexicools? And I say Mexicools, and Vince is like, what? He couldn't understand. And Johnny is like, he say Mexicools. He's like, Mexicools, Mexico. Oh fuck yeah, I love it. And right away told the whole team, you know, you gotta put Mexico in the screen and do the graphic, and right at the back, we became the Mexicools at that moment.
How did you get along with Super Crazy?
That's why I'm the maker. You see that? Like everything that's been happening, that's been like influence for people, creating moves, creating styles, creating music, creating a lot of things, you know. I think I was like, for a lot of time I was like jealous in a way, couldn't understand what was the situation to say. But I was kind of like, yeah, why these people is copying me? Why these people is doing what I'm doing? Why these people is like doing this? It's because you realize when you're like something like really special, people is gonna follow you people is gonna wanna be like you.
Yeah.
You know. So like, kind of like now I understand. Now I understand why it's all of these things.
Now, you wrestled the BWO. We've interviewed all those guys. What was your opinion on working with them?
BWO.
Yeah. Blue Meanie and
Oh.
Nova and those guys.
That's good. That's good, man. I wish they give us more time, more like, I don't know, more yeah, just more time to have fun and, you know, be juicy in the ring.
And you worked with Nunzio a lot there. How was he to work with?
That was okay, but that was kind of, I don't know. I was working first with Paul London.
Yeah.
And we have better chemistry with Paul London. And right off the back, they changed for Nunzio, and I was like, Nunzio? I was like, come on, no, please, no. I mean, I love Nunzio, but I was like, no, please, no, because I can do so much better with Paul London.
Yeah.
I don't know why they did that. You know, WWE, why you did that? I mean, like, I don't understand.
Yeah.
I mean, like, why you put some? I mean, like, you know, it's like it doesn't make sense.
And you won the Cruiserweight title. What was, were you pretty happy to have that?
Yeah, obviously, yeah. Obviously, yeah.
You lost it to Kid Cash. They never really did anything with him. You think they could have done more with him?
Like I say, man, like everything is in the past. It's gone, man. I can tell you a lot of stories and going back and this and that, and it's like it's gone, dude. Like that thing is gone. I mean, it's like what I don't gonna go back and breathe that energy. And like I'm all about energy, you know. And for me, energy is pure, and it's like let's just stay juicy.
Now, you did have contact with Rey Mysterio in WWE. Is everything good between you guys now? I know you've had ups and downs over the years.
Yeah, I think so. But I think, yeah, we're cool. We're cool. We don't talk too much, to be honest. But I think we're cool.
Have you seen his recent push? He's feuding with Brock Lesnar.
Yeah. I see some of it, yeah.
Do you think Kane has the potential to be a big superstar in wrestling from what you've seen of him so far? Cain Velasquez.
Cain Velasquez?
Yeah.
I think so. I hope so. I like the guy.
What was your favorite memory of the Mexicools gimmick?
I think just the example or the promo or the to be able to be like in the ring, in the middle of WWE ring with the microphone, the first Mexicans doing a promo. I was the first. I was able to be like the first one, and they trust me, and I was able to do it. That was one of my highlights, you know. That I can say it was awesome.
I guess for Rey Mysterio, you probably feel you had your best, maybe some of your best matches in ECW.
Yeah, of course.
And you were released by WWE, but it was kind of sudden. Were you surprised that they made that decision because you guys were getting over still at that point?
Like I said, you know, there was a lot of things that was happening with the Mexicals. There, a lot of people know, a lot of people doesn't know, a lot of people, quite a few people know. And I just don't want to go into detail because, like I said, you know, it will happen what happened, you know. It's like right now I'm cool with these two guys, super crazy, and in that time we didn't were cool. We were like just fighting for. Like I said, I don't want to be going to details. You know, it's like fuck it, that's gone, that's in the past. I just want to look for the goodness in the future.
What would be your dream match in WWE now if you could go back?
Obviously, Rey Mysterio, that would be one, and so many guys. Like I mean, I was impressed about. After all these years, like, you know, like Sasha Banks, like even like all of these guys that are in WWE, they spoke highly about me, you know, they respect me. Some of those guys, I don't even know that, but I was inspired, like Seth Rollins, Strickland, you name it, man, you name it. Everybody's been influenced by the Jews, and I'm like so, fired up about it, you know. I'm like, God, the Jews needs to get back, you know, needs to do something more, and to need to be fighting this new generation, these new guys. It has to be happen. It needs to be happening. The world's need it. I need it.
What do you think about AEW from what you've seen of it? Speaking,
I think it's great. I think it's they teaching a lesson to WWE how to, because they were the master of productions, right? In on TV and the way they moved camera and the focusing and the in and out and all that. My God, these guys are doing incredible, and I think they know it. WWE know it. So I'm very happy for the wrestling, for WWE too, because I know they're gonna get better. They're gonna try to step over to again, and even this, and then hopefully they'll become another company, and you know, that's why I'm doing my own company. Check it out, La Nueva Lucha Libre.
Is there a website if people want to follow?
www.luchamaster.com, or here. Check this out. This is behind this T-shirt is the social media of my company. So check it out. That's why I'm wearing this T-shirt, because I wanted to show you what the Juice is doing. I'm doing my own promotion in Mexico, because after all these years, I want to create something, not just for the Juice, you know, it's something for wrestling. So I'm promoting my own company in Mexico.
Is Psychosis involved in it at all?
I haven't booked him, but I've been booking super crazy in my company, quite a few shows.
I saw a clip online of you doing something, I think it was a few years ago, with Vampiro in AAA. Did you ever have a feud with him over the years?
Well, I have a few in a way with him in WCW. A little bit, and a little bit in the office, in the locker room, because he started doing my Hubby Driver, and I was like, "Hey, you're doing my finish, right?" It's like, "What the hell are you doing?" And then he continued doing it, so I gotta go to the office and talk to Terry Taylor. So we gotta actually discuss this together. I'm like, "No, I don't want. That's my move." Like, "Oh yeah, but you have too many moves, Hubby. You can change another move." I'm like, "No, you know, that's not fair. I create that move, you know." And when people tell me, "Oh, it was the Japanese guy." The Japanese guy does the same. Well, I never saw him. You know, I was doing it in Mexico too. I kind of like think in my mind, and then he was doing it too in Japan. But that's why like I did it in W, and I don't want no one to do it in front of my face, right? That's respect.
Yeah.
So.
Did you get along with Vampiro?
Oh yeah, after that we have some other shows, other matches in Europe, really cool too. Yeah.
Since your last WWE run, you also wrestled for WWC in Puerto Rico, and you won a title there. How was your experience there?
Yeah, I remember. Yeah. I mean, everywhere I go, it's, you know, after all these years, yeah, I try to promote and take care of myself.
If you could have one Lucha tag team partner, who would it be?
Right now?
Yeah.
Oof, I don't know. Maybe Will Ospreay. He's a fucking perfect luchador.
What happened with you and Jack Evans?
We have a fight. We have a fight back then in Mexico. But we always cool. We super cool now. I book him into my shows. You know, I give him work now. You know, like I'm not one of those guys like, oh, I have this bad feeling in me, you know, forever. Fuck that. That's terrible. I mean, and I feel bad even to say fuck that. It's terrible to say even fuck that. You know, that's awful.
Did you have many backstage fights in your career?
I have one with him, and I have another one with rest in peace. Abismo Negro. It was an old timer luchador in Mexico. I have a big fight with him in the locker room. Yeah.
What was that all about?
Just, you know, he disrespect me in a way that I was not able to step back. You know, there's limit, right? So I didn't step back, and I fight the motherfucker. Everybody was surprised. They were like, fuck, who is fighting this motherfucker? He was bigger, bigger than me, stronger than me. Fuck this guy. Don't nobody respect when you know, I'm not a fighter guy. To be honest, I'm not. I'm a very like peaceful guy, and I've been learning that. You know, right now I'm a politic guy. You know, I like to you know to put the ideas in the table and to be able to confront and to make facts and to work with them.
Any thoughts about Silver King?
Rest in peace, my friend. That's all I can say.
I think, didn't he pass away in Europe? You were wrestling over in Europe for quite a long time too.
Yeah.
That's an unusual. You wouldn't necessarily think that luchadors would be popular there. How was your experience overall?
Well, just Lucha Libre became very popular in the last 10 years. You know, I've been traveling more constantly in the last 15 years to Europe. You know, all Europe, you know, France, Belgium, England, Spain, Malta, so many countries in Europe. Yeah, I've been, yeah.
You had a famous XPW juice bar promo that you did in Philly. Did you expect people to be still passing around the video of that?
No, I mean, well, no, not really. That was awesome. It's still awesome right now. It has such millions of views, that promo, and it's just, I like it, you know. I think it was pretty juicy.
Now, I haven't personally heard this, but I had some fans that wanted to know if you've heard that K-Dog has been talking negatively about you.
Well, that's the way he is, my friend. He's a very negative person. So I didn't expect less from him.
I see. And you just said you're basically running your own company now. You're not wrestling for AAA much anymore. If people want to book you, where could they look you up?
Oh, they can look me up on my website. It's www.luchamaster.com. On my social media, Juvintud Guerrera, just the way it's just it is. And yeah, just on my email xtb. It's been really interesting, this tour. Like it's been really. It passed away. Like today was the last day, and it passed like just like that. Just like that. I have so much fun. I have a lot of stories to tell.
How many more years do you think you're still going to be wrestling?
I would say 5 years more. But that I don't want to do more. I want to do other things. I want to maybe still competing. I think I'm gonna be able to do maybe like in 10 more years. I can be able, but I want to do like maybe another 5 years and go from there.
Did you have a hero in wrestling that you looked up to?
Yeah, Eddie.
Eddie. Were you close with him?
Yeah, obviously, very close.
Have any story about Eddie Guerrero you could share with us?
No, nothing, man. Well, a lot, but nothing, man. Just it was a sweetheart.
And I guess it just happened today that they fired Ted Hart from MLW.
Teddy Hart?
Yeah. What are your thoughts on that?
I think because he's doing these crazy videos online. So, you know, I was actually about to call him and say, hey, you know, it's like, it's very delicate social media, you know, and when you don't know how to present yourself out there, you know, it could be difficult.
And would you ever consider a company like MLW one of the lower companies like Impact, MLW, NWA?
I don't know. I know some very good things about MLW, so I don't know. We'll see what happens. The longest they pay me, and I'm happy with what they do with my persona, with my years of territory, I'll be happy to do it.
Any thoughts about Ricky Banderas?
No, but now yeah, I was like the first guy to actually took him like for a tour in Mexico. That was, I was like, because nobody was taking care of him. So I was like, I was be able to put his first girlfriend in Mexico.
Is the heat that I guess there was some heat with you and X-Pac, is that all over with now?
Yeah, it's all over.
And what are your thoughts on Mil Mascaras?
Respect.
You think obviously you have another U.S. run in you?
Yeah,
obviously.
I think so.
And is there any particular reason why you weren't in Lucha Underground?
I don't know. I think politics and a lot of bullshit around too. A lot of people wanted to see me. That was like, could have been like a really, really fun for the fans.
And what was your best match with Chris Jericho?
All of them. I enjoy all of them.
And favorite match?
Memorable match. The one with the mask when I lost the mask. Yeah.
That must have hurt you in some way, having to take that mask off at that moment.
I guess so, yeah, in a way, yeah. Could be.
And you told us your company's email. Is there any social media you want to plug here or anything for the fans watching?
Well, just like I said, just the www.luchamaster.com. Like I'm gonna put this again on my back. Check it out. This is the social media of my company, and I've been doing really, really interesting stuff. I've been developing really new characters, new luchadors. One of them is Superstar, and the other one is El Ilusionista, and I'm creating more personas, lucha personas.
And we haven't really brought this up, but you have been on the road 31 days wrestling just about every night, I think every night,
yeah.
All over Canada. What's been the hardest part of this tour, and what's been the best part?
I think everything has been good. Everything has been good.
Excellent.
I'm grateful.
And no injuries?
No injuries. Thanks God. Thanks God. That was some night that I was like really like, oh my God, what's gonna be this? What's gonna be this night? What's gonna be tonight? What's gonna be tomorrow? But I was just happy, I was just happy to, everything is experience. And I was just pray, I always pray before my matches. I always pray before, I just do it.
So we asked this question to all of our wrestlers, but I know you're really an expert on ladies from what I've heard from your reputation, but what town has the best wrestling groupies? And I know Mexico.
Everywhere. You can find groupies. Everywhere.
Do I dare ask this? How many hundreds of women you've probably been with? Is it above 500?
Oh, well, just leave it like in every country, every country. Asia, America, South America, Canada, everywhere.
That reminds me, Ric Flair claimed that he's been with 10,000 women. You were in WCW with Ric Flair.
Oh, yeah.
Memories of him?
Oh, he's the man. He is the man. I love him. He's one of a kind. I was so grateful to be able to be in the locker room, be in the same company, be in the same moment, party with him, hanging out with him, traveling with him. He's the man.
Is he as crazy as people say when he's partying?
Everybody, like I say, everybody's crazy, in a way, I mean, there's a moment that you go out there and that you just lose your mind for a moment, right? In a way, you lose your mind in a happy way, You don't have to lose your mind in a bad way, Just everybody's outrageous, Let yourself go. Be happy.
Are you surprised WWE's using him on TV now in his 70s when they used to make fun of WCW, using him when I guess he was in his 40s or 50s?
Yeah, life in wrestling, it's a different world. So,
was Hulk Hogan good to you as well?
Yeah, he was good. He called me Mr. Juice. How you doing, Mr. Juice? He was cool.
And finally, what's your best advice for aspiring wrestlers out there that might be watching this?
Never surrender, baby. Never surrender.
Any final thought to close this out with?
Stay tuned and stay juicy. And more importantly, be grateful.